how the game was played tonight and your overall thoughts.
Yeah,
on the
yeah. I
season.
was, first off, this was a great venue for our players, our team to come through. Just the first class, man. The way Mississippi State did everything from when we got here to the locker room, just the way they treated us. I thought they had a very classy group of young men. We played some of these games before, and I just was very impressed with the way they acted the entire game, the way they played. I was very impressed with their coaching staff and just the environment. I mean, this is a lifetime of memories for our players. I was very, 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 very proud of the way we played today. I thought we played extremely hard. I thought we played with a lot of passion and energy. We were outgunned in some spots, and that's difficult. That can be very challenging mentally for players. And our kids didn't back down tonight. I thought they played really, really hard. We only had, I think, one turnover tonight. We couldn't get any. We were so close. I thought they did a really good job of running the football, especially with their quarterback. And, I was just very pleased with our team tonight. Offense, defense, special teams. I thought we made some plays. And, I think the thing that I'm very appreciative of, and I told our team, we had a lot of guys that were extremely hurt tonight. And they were just trying to play through pain. And, for a head coach, when your kids battle like that, man, it's a great, great feeling. There's no better. It beats winning. It beats anything when you see kids that are hurt and they could easily just tap out and they continue to play. It's a really, really good feeling. So I'm proud of our team tonight.
Coach, tonight you had some individuals who really had some eye-popping numbers. We'll start with Kobe Clark, who had another double-digit reception game, and that gives him the single-season reception record for the Wildcats, breaking the 50-year-old mark that was held by Ronnie Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about Kobe's progression during the season to become one of the main primary targets in all the Southland Conference.
Yeah, I think, I just, again, if you look at him and you just talk about a guy who's very resilient, we recruited Kobe, and at the end of the day, we didn't offer him a scholarship, and that never deterred him from us and his belief that he could play Division I football and his belief in ACU. And he came to ACU, a huge financial commitment on his family's part, and they just, again, that's why we all love that kid. He took a chance on us, and we put him on scholarship. But I think for a kid who started last year as a freshman walk-on and his progression in a short amount of time, just very proud of him. He's very diligent in what he does. I think he's very tough. I mean, he took some hits tonight. And so, man, what a great honor. Big difference between him and Ronnie Vincent, isn't it, from a height standpoint, but both great players. And so, there's going to be big things from him to come in the future.
Mm-hmm. And then defensively, it felt like early on in the game, your players were harassing Tommy Stevens, lots of tackles for losses, and kind of forcing them to punt, deep in territory. Talk about the strong start for the defense.
Yeah, I thought they set the tone today. They got off the field early. We couldn't get out of that hole. So that first touchdown that they gave up, I mean, they were on a short porch 4 drives in a row, and so they finally scored on that. But I thought they did a really good job. I mean, when you're playing SEC athletes, man, they're going to make people miss, and there's some times it's just the style of offense Mississippi State runs. When you run your quarterback, I mean, you got to play 11 on 11, and when you get guys out in space and you got to tackle, and sometimes we did tonight, sometimes we didn't, but you got to tip their hat to them. But I thought our guys did a pretty good job of leveraging the football tonight. We didn't give up a lot of big plays down the field, and that was our big thing tonight. We wanted to make them earn everything, and I thought for the most part we did a pretty good job at that.
Last question for me. I know the timing of this game this season was a little bit awkward, but as you've had time to think about this game and where it sits in the schedule, for next year's returners, do you think this game will go a long way in getting them ready for Texas A&M?
Yeah, I hope so. It's obviously we finished with an SEC school and then we open with one next year, and so I do. I think our guys will be able to grow from the environment we played in today. What a great atmosphere. great cowbells. It's awesome. Homecoming. It was just a really cool venue for our guys, and so hopefully they can take a little confidence into to College Station next year and try to learn from it and just be able to handle the environment and the atmosphere, because obviously it can be a little overwhelming if you get caught up in it.